Have you ever sat alone, questioning why you keep falling into the same trap over and over again? Maybe you've promised yourself, this is the last time. I'll change tomorrow. Only for tomorrow to look exactly like today. You feel stuck, as if bound to your desires, powerless to break free. But deep down, there's this longing, isn't there? A longing to reclaim your strength, to become the version of yourself you know Allah created you to be. If that resonates with you, know this: you're not alone, and you're not beyond hope. Self-control feels like a battle we fight daily, sometimes every hour. It's like standing at the edge of a cliff, the wind of desire roaring, pulling you closer to the edge. You know you shouldn't step forward, yet something inside whispers, just this once. And then, regret rushes in, like waves crashing against a fragile shore. Our nafs, the inner self, is often our fiercest opponent. It whispers, indulge, just give in. Who's watching anyway? But here's the paradox. The more we feed our desires, the hungrier they become. Like pouring water into a bottomless pit, it never fills. You chase temporary relief, but instead, you're left feeling emptier than before. Have you ever stopped to ask yourself, why is it so hard to say no? Why can't I control this? The truth is, self-control isn't just about willpower. It's about understanding the source of the struggle. Allah tells us in the Quran, "And I do not seek to free myself from blame. For indeed the soul is ever inclined to evil, except those shown mercy by my Lord. Surely my Lord is all-forgiving, most merciful." Surah Yusuf 53. This isn't just a human problem, it's a spiritual one. And the first step to overcoming it is recognizing it for what it truly is. Let's pause for a moment and shift our perspective. What if I told you that your struggle with self-control isn't a sign of weakness, but rather an invitation from Allah? Yes, an invitation. Because every time we struggle, we're reminded of our dependence on Him. And isn't that the essence of being a believer? To know that we can't do it alone? The Prophet Muhammad said, "The strong is not the one who overcomes the people by his strength, but the strong is the one who controls himself while in anger." Sahih al-Bukhari, Hadith number 6114. Strength in Islam isn't measured by physical might or worldly success. It's measured by our ability to master ourselves. Our desires are like wild horses. If left unchecked, they run wild, leading us astray. But with the reins of taqwa, consciousness of Allah, we can guide them back to the straight path. Allah reminds us in the Quran, "And whoever is mindful of Allah, He will make a way out for them and provide for them from sources they could never imagine." Surah At-Talaq 2-3. You see, self-control isn't about suppressing your desires. It's about aligning them with what pleases Allah. It's about seeing every temptation as an opportunity to grow closer to Him. So, how do we build self-control, not just for a day, but for a lifetime? Here are a few actionable steps grounded in Islamic principles. Strengthen your connection with Salah. Prayer is your lifeline. 5 times a day you stand before Allah, recalibrating your heart. Allah reminds us in the Quran, "Indeed, those who believe, do good, establish prayer, and give zakat will receive their reward from their Lord, and there will be no fear for them, nor will they grieve." Surah Al-Baqarah 2277. Use it as your moment to seek strength and discipline. When you feel weak, pour your heart out in sujood. Tell Allah exactly what you're struggling with. He already knows, but He loves to hear it from you. Fast. Regularly fasting isn't just about abstaining from food. It's about training your soul. The Prophet said, "Fasting is a shield." Sahih al-Bukhari, Hadith number 1894. It teaches you patience, resilience, and the ability to say no. Start with Mondays and Thursdays, or the 3 white days in the middle of the lunar month. Surround yourself with righteous company. Your environment shapes you. The Prophet said, "A man follows the religion of his friend, so each one should consider whom he makes his friend." Sunan Abu Dawud, hadith number 4833. Spend time with those who remind you of Allah, who uplift you and inspire you to strive for better. Replace bad habits with good ones. The best way to break a harmful habit is to replace it with something beneficial. Struggling with wasting time on your phone? Replace it with listening to an Islamic lecture or reciting Quran. Overwhelmed by anger? Practice dhikr. Say Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar. Seek forgiveness and start again. Every time you slip, remember this hadith. Every son of Adam sins, and the best of the sinners are the repentant. Jami at-Tirmidhi, hadith number 2499. Don't let guilt paralyze you. Turn back to Allah, renew your intention, and try again. Your struggle with self-control doesn't define you, it refines you. Every battle you fight is a step closer to Allah. Remember, He doesn't expect perfection. He only asks that you keep striving. The next time you feel weak, close your eyes and remind yourself Allah is near. He sees me, He hears me, and He will help me. So, let's make a commitment today. A commitment to reclaim our strength, to master our desires, and to walk this path with unwavering faith in Allah. And if this message touched your heart, share it with someone who might need it. Subscribe to join this journey of growth, and let's strive together for a life that pleases Allah. May Allah guide us, strengthen us, and grant us the self-control to overcome our struggles. Ameen.